Which floors at Bally's Las Vegas are said to be haunted? The answers are A, 13, B, 1 through 5, C, 6, or D, 19 through 24.
Bally's Las Vegas.
It's the heart of the Strip in Vegas, surrounded by many other Caesars and MGM properties.
We're going to go with A, 13.
13, typically a very spooky number to begin with. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
No. All right. Team Malix. Meowlix. Which floor at Bally's Las Vegas is said to be haunted? Floors
We are gonna guess D, 19 through 24.
19 through 24. That is correct. Yes. Yes, and it's actually a really sad story, right? So Bally, what is now Bally's Hotel, used to be the MGM, and in 1980 this place was owned by MGM, and a fire broke out caused by faulty wiring, engulfed the entire building. Guests were like jumping out their windows and stuff. 87 people died, injured 650 people. It was a horrible fire. It closed, it was reopened as Bally's, but floors 19 through 24 of the North Tower are said to see strange ghost-like figures walking around and smoky shadows coming from the towers.
Ooh.
Very spooky, also very sad. How did the Lyubov Orlova become a ghost ship? The Lubyov Orlova become a ghost ship? Was it A, it has fog machines, B, it wasn't securely docked, C, it broke from its tow, or D, pirates left it abandoned?
B.
B, it wasn't securely docked. Final answer? That is incorrect. To tie it up, Jess Liz.
You don't think B? It's a toss-up.
It is
It
It's
is.
a toss-up.
Any of these could cause a ghost ship, right? Well, I mean, A is iffy, but
Yeah.
everything else
But
could
the
cause.
other, yeah. We're going to go with C. Broke from its toe.
Broke from its toe.
Yes.
It broke its toe. That is correct. It did indeed break its
I
toe.
didn't know ships had toes.
Well, yeah, and then they end up ghost ships. The Lubyov Orlova was built in Yugoslavia in 1976 and was used as an Antarctic cruise ship for over 30 years before being taken out of commission in 2010. However, after being sold for parts in 2012, the ship broke free from its tow line and has been drifting ever since. It was spotted 1,300 nautical miles from Ireland's coast in 2013, and aside from a few stray and very eerie distress calls, it has never been heard of since. So it's just been floating around the ocean.
No one can find it?
No one knows where it's at. It's just sending out ghost distress calls.
Creepy.
Spooky. Which Las Vegas casino is said to be haunted by the mobster Bugsy Siegel's ghost? Y'all know the story of Bugsy Siegel? Good enough?
I've heard the name.
All right. Which Las Vegas casino is said to be haunted by the ghost of Bugsy Siegel? Is it A, the Paris Las Vegas, the Flamingo Casino, Caesar's Palace, or the Golden Nugget?
Kel, our answer is maybe ask the audience.
What? Absolutely, you can use a lifeline. Katie,
Lifeline.
what do we have from the URComped family?
Well, our URComped family, we've got Rich says B, Stacy says B, Tina says B, Naomi says C, Michelle says B, Pamela says B, John says A, Donna says B, Debbie says B, Michelle says D, Tina says B, Teresa says B. So it looks like there are a lot more B's than anything else.
A whole lot of bees.
Right. Elizabeth said B. So,
thinking.
what do you think?
I'm gonna go with B.
You got to trust the URComped audience. And in this case, they are absolutely correct. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Yeah, the Flamingo Casino is forever associated with mobster Bugsy Siegel. Siegel was gunned down in 1947, and according to many people, he seems to have chosen the Flamingo as his resting place in the afterlife. In fact, many guest employees have come forward saying they have seen Siegel's ghost hang around the presidential suite, lounging by the pool, and one cleaning lady promptly quit her job after encountering the mobster's specter during one of her shifts. Spooky. Which of the following has not been reported as an occurrence on the Queen Mary, which is known as the most haunted ship in the world? Which has not occurred on this ship. All right. Is it A, rotting smells, B, beds that move on their own, C, whispers heard at night, or D, covers refusing to stay on the bed?
Go with A, rotting smells.
A, rotting smells.
Yes.
That is correct. That is correct. There have never been rotting smells on the Queen Mary, which I guess can be ambiguous, right? Like they just didn't take the trash out one day. I bet there were rotting smells, but not caused by ghosts. All right, we'll see when I read this book. All right, Queen Mary is considered the most haunted cruise ship in the world. There have been dozens of reports over the years about sightings on board, and one cabin in particular, B340. This cabin used to not be rented out to guests, mainly because of the reports of weird incidents, some of which were quite violent. But because of all the buzz recently, now you can book it if you're crazy. All right. Reports date back to the final ocean voyage in 1967 with complaints of guests staying in B340, claiming that someone was knocking on the door in the middle of the night. Other complaints include bathroom lights turning on by themselves, sink faucets turning on and off by themselves, unexplained bathroom doors shutting, and some guests have reported their covers being pulled off while they're sleeping and waking to see a dark figure standing at the foot of their beds. There was, yeah, right? There was once an incident where brand new carpet, which had just been installed, was ripped up and propped up against the wall. Other haunted areas include the first class swimming pool and boiler room. In the boiler room, they spotted ghosts of the ship engineer who had died and still hangs around the engine room, and a lady in white and various ghost children. It turns out that while investigating the most haunted ship in the world, a video was recorded of people whispering in the ship's pool at 3 a.m. What mystic relic at Tropicana Las Vegas was said to contain a trapped spirit? Is it A, an old oil painting, B, a golden crown, C, a black treasure chest, D, a large wooden tiki mask? And go.
D.
Well, that was... all right. Okay. I mean, I guess I should have expected that to be a quick answer. The answer is D, a large wooden tiki mask. Well done, Lexi. Quick draw. So a few years ago, there used to be a large wooden tiki mask that stood guard at the entrance of the resort. This mystic relic is said to contain a trapped spirit, which caused many of the guests who touched it to develop a really nasty purple rash. Yeah. Don't touch things you're not supposed to. All right. Even more weird is that in some of the photos that people took in front of the mask, there's like a purple haze seen emanating from the mask. And what's even stranger is Tropicana management eventually decided to remove the mask, setting up even more rumors about its possessed history. Ooh. Too spooky. Don't go touching tiki masks in Vegas.